Hello there, lovely people. Hello, Miss Amy. Hi. You caught me straight away. That's brilliant. To be fair, I've just been sat talking to myself. So I actually press live. It's not really very easy when you're around normal people. So it's all very strange. So the reason why I've got this is because I want to be able to talk to you live as you know at the time. So real time. So this when I go live isn't just about me. It's about you. It's all about us talking together. Um, so I'm hoping that people are going to actually pop on. We can have a chat, and maybe some people can join me live actually on the screen. We can have a chat together. I mean, this is my own fault, to be fair. I am an hour. I'm sorry, I lost connection. Hi, hi everybody. Hi, I can see you now. Hi. Yeah. Right. Are you back? I'm so sorry. Period. So sorry. You know what I'm like? I lost connection. I'm back here now. Hi, PG 2424. Right. So first of all, the first thing I want to mention is Richard Parker. I watched it. I went and had a look, and I can't believe what I saw. Richard Parker, who's in the chat here, he was busy telling me that Paul McCartney's brother is a musician. Now, both he and I remember Paul McCartney's brother dying as a toddler, but now he's got this whole music career. So Richard told me about it a couple of days ago. Joel, you made it. Hi, honey. Hi. Hi. So yeah, Richard, I watched. I found him. What the hell? My mind's blown. My mind's absolutely blown. Paul McCartney in my reality, his brother died. Yet here's his brother alive, making songs, with Paul McCartney being his producer. Really weird. Hi, Lisa. Hi. So, blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. I mean, I'm British. Do you think I wouldn't have known if Paul McCartney had a brother? My mind's blown. I'm so sorry, Joel. It's my fault. Um, this is why I don't let people know in advance when I'm coming on, because I'm an hour late. I'm an hour late because I'm with no friends, normal people. So it's been a bit. I can't just come on. So yeah, you did, Richard. You did. You very much so. Well, I'm really glad you actually called me, Joel. I'm really chuffed about that. Jeff, there still is there's a huge shift still going on. The Schumann resonance is going off the charts at the moment. So I don't think we're stopping moving at the minute. It just seems to be never ending and never ending. Definitely, I'm finding it really difficult trying to keep up with the changes because other people don't see them, other people don't notice them. So, Super Cheryl 166, hi. So, do any of you fancy actually coming on and talking? Like a call-in show? If you're afraid, you don't have to show yourself. You can always, come on with no picture. You don't have to come on as a video. You can come on and just speak if you'd like to. I'd love to have you as a guest. Yes, Joel, he was an only child because his brother died. His brother died, and yet now he's got. Well, he's a musician. He sounds very, very much like Wings. His music, which is bizarre. Please go and have a look. Go and Google it. He's actually not called Mike McCartney. He's called Mike McGear. McGear, not Mac Gear, McGear. And there he is, being Paul McCartney's brother singing. Ooh, so thank you very much for that, Richard. That just blew my mind. Oh, right, okay, brilliant, Joel. I will. Oh, bear with me, because it's been pointed out, I'm an absolute technophobe, but I will see if I can add you. Let me see. I'm going to put it in the chat. So, invite guest. Please bear with me, people. Right, let me see if I can post it. Post comment. They are Joel. Bob on. Come join me. Then we can have a chat. Oh, Bolton. Hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Joel, Bolton, Elizabeth, Lisa, Richard. Oh, I'm just so pleased you're here, everybody. Super Cheryl. Jeff Ray. Hey. Yeah, that's it. The thing is that, yeah, there have been massive, massive shifts of late. And like I said, I really don't think we've actually stopped, to be fair. I think it's been Don Seymour, hi. Thank you for joining me. Right, so have you pressed to join me yet, Joel? Anybody that wants to pop on, just pop on the StreamYard link in the comments. And like I said, you don't have to be shy. If you're shy, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to have your camera on. You can come and talk. So I know, Jeff, my mind has been absolutely blown by that. I mean, I just and they haven't stopped. They literally haven't stopped. So let me see, where are we now? I'm letting you on. Ah, there you go, Joel. There you go. I'm letting you on now. Hold on.
Okay.
Add to stream.
Hello.
There.
I am so excited. I've
There,
been waiting.
there
I've been
you
waiting for
are.
this. I've been waiting for this day for like 2 weeks at least. At least a good 2 to 3 weeks. I came across your
Yay.
channel. I came across your
Oh, I'm
channel
so glad
like.
you're here.
By the way, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I came across your channel. It must have been like at least a good roughly 2 months ago. And as you know, I told you the other week, I've watched all of your videos, and there's like at least, I think from memory, around 210 videos.
Well, you know more than I.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
want to give you a hug.
Oh, you know, I was
You
thinking
poor
that the
thing.
other day. I was watching one of your videos, and you're bawling your eyes out. I thought, oh my god, that's where I was when, um, the California Dreaming song from Mamas and the Papas.
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
god,
yes,
I was
yes. I'm with you.
basically on the ground with my head like that because I'd put on I've only got one copy of that album, which was my dad's CD. So my dad passed years ago, but I put this because I heard about it, and so I thought, nah, that can't be right because I mean a few changes that happened here and there, and I thought, nah, this can't be. I've got the CD. It's my dad's one. I've listened to that thousands of times since he died. There's no way in hell that would have changed. So I put it on the CD and I just mimed along to it. It was the same as it always been. Now I'd waited about an hour later because it was stuck in my head. You know how like you get a song in your head and get stuck in your head and it
Yeah,
drives you
yeah,
nuts. Well, so I'm just
yeah,
really
it does.
excited to talk to you.
Yeah, yeah.
um, but
Me too.
yeah. So I had put it back on the CD player because I'm old school. Like I've got stacks of CDs. Elvis Presley. Oh,
Yeah,
there
yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
Me too. Me too.
I'm very old school. Um, and so I put it back in the CD player and I started miming along to the CD and it changed. Within an hour, it changed.
Within
And
an
I
hour.
it just blew my mind. And the thing is, what frustrated me even more, I couldn't tell people about it because at that point in time, my YouTube channel, when I went to upload a video, my videos went out of sync. So I couldn't upload the video. And it took me about a year to get back online because I had to buy an editing. Well, I had to get an
Mm.
editing program, which luckily my mate gave me an editing program. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks.
And I think it's my channel's more about music. Like I do original music and cover songs. Like my
Hmm.
my latest original song is called the toilet paper song. Because of all this COVID-19 stuff, I wrote a
Yeah,
song
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
I need
being
to
a
go
new
look at that then.
oh, thanks for that.
I
Yeah,
will.
because of the COVID-19 stuff, I've just been sitting at home and I don't know if it's because I've watched your channel so much, but it feels like it's revved up again because I've became more conscious of it or something like that. And by the way, I think you're not alone anymore with the whole family situation because I was talking to my sister last night about New Zealand because I watched the
Mm.
Mandela conference. I'm not sure if you got to watch it or not. Did you?
Ooh, oh, that was, to be honest, that's been a bit of a bone of contention between us because we've not been very happy with the whole scenario.
I
What did you
I
think
saw
of
that.
it?
I liked it until I watched your guys' feed on it because I thought it was about like the whole mental health thing was because they wanted to prove that the Mandela effect worked. Like not worked, sorry. The Mandela effect was a real thing. And it
Hmm.
wasn't until I think it was Dose of Reality. I think it
Yeah,
might
yeah,
have been that.
Brian. Yeah, yeah,
Was it? Was it? Okay.
yes,
He was
yes,
saying
yes,
that they were trying to make people out to be crazy, and I was like it just didn't occur to me that that's what they was trying to make out, and it's
yeah,
just I stayed up all week waiting until 4 o'clock in the morning to watch their 7 hour broadcast.
yeah.
So when I heard that, I was like, and I apologize to anyone in the chat if they're offended by swearing, but I thought those fucking
No, no,
assholes.
here, no, here, love, here you're fine. You can swear as much as
Okay,
you
I
like
wasn't
here.
sure. I wasn't
You
sure.
see,
I know
no,
some people.
we keep it real. No, here
Okay,
people know. I mean, you watch my videos. I swear,
I
I
to
can't
be
help
honest,
it.
I don't even pay attention. I'm more pay attention to your emotion, your raw emotion, because it's very
Yeah,
raw,
yeah,
and that's what
yeah,
made me subscribe to you straight away because I thought, right, this is someone that's real. They've got a soul in them, and I don't know if this is the right word for it, but I'm very attracted to people that are just real. That they've got everything
yeah,
in
yeah.
them. You know.
I think that's what's attracted us all to
Mm,
each other. We've been drawn to each
I think you've cut in and out. I think your live stream's dropped or something.
Bear with me. Bear with me. It's me.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. It's me. Don't worry. As long as you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, that's great. You see,
Yeah.
this is why I wanted to go live so that we can talk to each other in real time. Because being affected, I made my
Mm,
channel for cathartic reasons to get it all out my system, and
yeah.
then all these amazing people found me. You know, like Brian, and his dose of reality.
Mm,
He's been such a support to new channels. He's been absolutely brilliant with us, and we found each other, a lot of us, through his channel. I can't fault the man. He's been a blessing. But I think that's it. What you said before, it's a case of we are all real, because when you Mandela affected, you have to be. It's only here we can be, Joel.
Yeah,
It's only here with each other we
I
can
had
be.
I had a theory. What happens if, say, we all wake up tomorrow morning, or wake up in the near future, and the Mandela effect is no longer a thing, and we've all gone back to our own realities? Like, will all our videos still exist?
Yeah, you see, that's what I mean. This is why
And
we
that's
need
what
to
I'm worried
talk to
about
each
too.
other. I love that.
I'm
It's it.
I'm worried
Yeah,
about
me
that
too.
because I mean, even though like it sucks sometimes, I mean, I've met some amazing people,
Yes, and
and
I agree.
I
I
don't want to
agree,
lose that. That's what scares me.
and I agree. Yeah, me
Mm,
too. Me too. I think we're all kind of like that. We all
mm,
kind of say to each other, when all this is done, we'll meet up, i.e.,
mm,
whether it's on the other side, whatever it is.
yeah,
We'll meet. We will be together one day. We all have
yeah,
that hope in our hearts, because it's like we know each other already. It's like we know each other already. And somebody, Jeff, I think it was Jeff, in the chat was just saying that he found my channel through Vanessa VA. Vanessa VA, she's fantastic. She rescues us when we
okay,
first come online, making terrible distress videos. It's Vanessa VA that finds us, and then she takes our video to share with other people to show them what it's like when you
okay.
first become affected. I mean, I had
Wow.
massive meltdown.
Oh
I don't,
yeah.
the most massive meltdown ever when I actually did my coming out video. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was snotty, desperate, crying. You know what it's like. And I
Yeah.
went, well, you've seen my videos. You've
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
this.
Oh, you
You've seen me do that.
what? I wasn't so much crying, but I'm don't get me wrong. I'm so glad in some ways that my videos went out of sync because, and this is going back about 2 years ago. Um,
Hmm.
I got to the point where I was such a nervous wreck that my mental health went was going down quite quickly,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like I was jumping at stupid things. Like I was just so skittish, because I couldn't trust anything that was going around me. I know it sounds crazy by saying that, but
But
I
no,
couldn't.
no,
I
but
was
you don't.
just so
No, but
like,
you don't to
oh,
us.
it
That's it.
was
You don't
just,
to us,
oh,
because we know you can't get your head round
mm,
the fact that the reality of reality is a non-reality.
mm. Oh, I've got
And
a.
if
Oh, sorry.
speak, no, carry
No,
on.
no,
You sounded excited. Tell me.
no. I can keep it because I'm looking at the thing, so I won't forget. Continue what you were going to say.
I've forgotten, so carry on.
Oh, sorry. I tend to do that.
It's all
I'm
right.
so
No,
sorry.
don't worry. No, this is what you're on. This is what I'm doing this for you to speak. That's the whole
Um,
point.
yeah.
So
So
tell me.
the question, because I've got a memory of a goldfish sometimes, so sometimes I do forget. I was
Yeah,
watching
yeah. I
this.
think we're all like that.
Oh, it's mine's really bad. I've got sleep apnea, and I haven't used my splint for a
Oh,
while. So I mean, and on top of that, I haven't slept for 15 hours roughly. So I'm a bit, ugh.
oh,
But
yeah,
I
yeah,
watched
yeah.
this last night for the first time. This
Oh, yeah,
which way does it go? That way. Uh, that
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Um, with the P30, I think that's his name. The guy with the robot.
Say that again. Sorry.
The P30, I think that's the name of it. The robot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Can you describe him for me? Because I've seen something different on this DVD.
You you mean C3PO, the tall one, the gold man, with completely all gold?
Oh right, yeah, you're the second person that said that because on this DVD, like I said, this is my first time watching it last night, and he's all silver. Yeah,
Never heard of an old silver one.
he's all silver.
Oh,
I've seen a few. not actually
Joel,
seen.
Joel,
I,
Joel, love, you've discovered a new Mandela effect. We
really?
had today, yeah. Today I was on with Gypsy Road. No, I wasn't
Mm,
on with Gypsy Road. I was watching Gypsy Road, and they had a whole discussion about that very subject, and not
shit.
one of them mentioned him being all silver. Wow,
Because I've
wow,
because
wow.
I've seen things on YouTube with him with the gold leg, and
No, he's
my
got a. He used to be all gold. Then he's got a
okay.
silver leg. Then he's got a silver leg, and we were all having a big discussion about it. And most people, he's always all been all gold. A couple of people, he's had the silver leg, but not ever has anybody said he was all silver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I only
I've never
watched it
heard that.
about.
Only
I only
you.
watched.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Well, I only watched
You
it
see
for,
that?
like I said, the first time watching it last night. I've never watched Star Wars before because I'm a bit I'm more of a Harry Potter fan, So
Yeah.
yeah, I figured, I bought it for $3 at Salvos. Not Salvos, Cash Converters. It's a secondhand store in Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have it over there, but yeah. So I watched it for the first time last night, and yeah, I mean, I've seen things on YouTube with the different leg, and I thought doesn't look right, and I couldn't
Mm.
work out why it didn't look right. But like I said, I'm not a Star Wars fan, so obviously I wouldn't have clicked. Um, but it's weird because
But he's
I actually did a YouTube video on that. The moment that I finished watching it, I did a YouTube video and posted it straight away. But also another
I'll
thing,
go and
Sally Field's hair in You Like Me, You Really Like Me. Her hair color's changed. It used to be as dark. It used to be as dark as yours. It's like that color now, almost.
dark.
Yeah, it's like that color now, almost. Or it's not quite that light.
No,
It's a
but
little bit
that's
darker.
definitely lighter than that.
Yeah.
Definitely lighter than that.
And I'd only seen it like
Whoa.
maybe 5 months beforehand, and I actually saw it on Moneybag's channel, and I saw it on his channel, and I thought, nah, something looks wrong. And then I saw it, like I really paid attention, like stopped the video and really had a look at it. It's like, oh, so I made a video on it and shared it to Moneybag's channel, but I don't know if he's seen it or not. Because I wanted to let everyone know that her hair's changed. Now, the reason why I've probably noticed that is because when I was in my teens, I used to drive my sister's girlfriend's mates, girlfriends, mates, whatever, like crazy
Yeah.
because if they've like even if they've had it just that much taken off their hair, like at the ends, I'd notice straight away and go, "Oh, you've had your hair trimmed."
Yeah.
So for me, I'm
Yeah.
very visual,
So
and
yeah.
yeah, it's worse with celebrities, So when I saw that, I thought I was seeing things at first, and
Yes.
I stopped it, and I looked at it, and then I you know, clicked off it and then clicked back on it and watched it again, and it was still like that. I
Right.
was like wondering if anyone else has
What you
seen that.
need, yeah, but what you need to do, Joel, is put that video back on, that DVD back on later,
I am.
and film it
well,
and
what
film it because nobody has talked about him being all silver. Not one person.
what I'm gonna do is, are you still there? Are you still there? I'm not sure if she is or not.
Hello.
Oh,
Is
you
it
are
me?
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I
cool.
am here. Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
What?
Nobody has ever talked about it being silver. Get it
Okay.
filmed as ASAP,
Well, what I was
and
gonna
I will
do.
pass it on to. I'll
Well,
let Brian know about it,
okay,
and I'll
cool.
let Brian from Dose of Reality know
Cool.
about it, and then I'm
What I
fairly
was gonna.
sure he's going to want to show that.
Oh yeah, yeah. What I was gonna do is I was gonna run it through my editing program. I've got to burn the disk onto my computer, and then I was gonna put the. I'm still a bit when it comes to technology. I mean, when you say about you being
Yeah,
a
me too,
technophobe,
love.
I was like, I laughed so hard because I've still
Yeah.
got one of these.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I
I
know.
mean, I've
Yeah,
got one
yeah.
of these as well, but I mean, I've only just started using this like
You
in the
still have
last
that.
few months. Yeah, I
Yeah,
trust
yeah,
that. I trust the old one. I don't trust
yeah.
the
I
new
know
one.
what you mean. Yeah.
Um,
No,
but
I
yeah,
don't
I mean,
either.
I don't even know how to use half the functions on it, you know. But no, what I was going to do is I was
To be
going
to be fair,
to.
to be
Sorry.
honest, I'm still gobsmacked that I'm still gobsmacked at the fact that you found a silver C3PO. That's
Well,
just
it's
incredible.
it's weird because I've came
First
across
person.
I've came across two Mandela effects in the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
Oh no, last week. Um,
yeah. And
but
things
yeah,
have
what
been
I'm
very, very active this last week.
oh, tell me about it. You know what's really, really weird?
Yeah,
I'll tell you the first bit first. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this video, DVD, in the computer, rip it onto the computer, put it through the editing program, and then I was gonna cut that little section of that
yeah,
and then I was gonna upload it as a video on YouTube. Um,
yeah.
you know, I mean, like I said, I did a video about 5 hours ago, and I stated in the video, I am not debunking. This is not a debunk, because I know that people, as soon as I start talking about this, they're gonna there's gonna be people that are gonna snap right on me
No,
and go,
no, but
you know,
yeah,
so
also, Joel, actual Mandela affected people, our community, we understand that we don't
mm,
share the same reality at the same time. So we
yeah,
don't go, no, you're wrong. That's not a Mandela effect.
well, you know,
We've learned to get past that now.
well, see, I actually learned that from
In the
you.
main,
I learned that from you. I didn't
oh,
realize that. I thought we were all in the same reality. Well, I thought all Mandela
we've
effect
all just
people were in the
moved from
same.
what, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
yeah,
know. My sister, like I was telling you this
but
before, and I completely forgot. My sister, we were talking about New Zealand last night, and she remembers New Zealand being up near Queensland, where I remember New Zealand being down at Melbourne or Victoria, whatever you want to call it.
well,
And now
it
it's
was
flip
much
flopped.
further.
It's
It was
flip flopped
much
now.
further. Yeah, did it?
Yeah,
It's gone
it's
back
flip,
again.
and Fruit Loops have flip flopped for me as well, within the last 2 weeks. Also, but the good thing about the two shifts that I've had in the last couple of weeks, number one, my acid reflux is not as bad anymore. I almost don't even have to take my acid reflux
That's
medication anymore.
fantastic.
Yeah, and what
That's
even more
fantastic.
mind-boggling, even more I'm so excited for this because I've been wanting to tell you this for the last 3 or 4 days. I've been so excited. My computer, the battery on it is absolutely buggered. Like it doesn't charge, or it didn't until we had this. Because whenever you pull out the plug, it will just turn off. It doesn't do that anymore. It charges
Yeah.
again. It charges, so I can. Yeah,
It's something.
because
Yes.
I was always
Yes.
told that as soon as your battery is stuffed, that's it. So obviously we've had a
Yeah.
major
Yeah.
change, like because the moment that I uploaded that Mandela effect with oh my god, what's her name? I've just forgotten it.
Sally.
Thank you.
Sally.
You can tell I've had no sleep.
See,
This is actually
I was listening.
this is actually an energy drink mixed with water to try and keep me going for the rest
Mhm.
of the day. It's that's another thing as well. I'm not able to sleep properly since these last couple of shifts. I've
Lots of us aren't as
oh,
well. We're the
it's
same.
weird. I had
And
not
then
yesterday. I
you
slept.
get to you knocked out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yesterday
Yeah,
I
that's
slept
it.
most of
And then you go
yesterday.
bang and you're out for the count.
Yeah, but on
But
Sunday
The Schumann resonance has been mental the last
mm,
few days. The
yeah.
Schumann resonance has been going through the roof, and we generally go a bit. We
Oh
get
well,
knocked out of it. I think when big
yesterday
changes, knocked out.
yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah, well, yesterday I went to sleep after 40 hours of not sleeping, and even then I had to force myself to
yeah.
sleep because I've never done that. Never.
We're not actually part of this anymore, are we? We're kind of we're not part
Oh,
of it. So I think that's why. because
Mm,
we're trying to live a human life
mm,
while we're constantly shifting. We're
mm.
constantly shifting.
Yeah, I
So
don't like that.
it must affect us. It no, no,
Oh,
I'm
it's
not keen.
horrible.
But
It's
to answer your
horrible.
but then to answer your question though from before, I if we woke up tomorrow and we
Yeah.
were all back to our original realities, if if we remembered all of this, if we remembered all of this, it wouldn't feel like home anymore
Mm,
because we know that there's more. Do you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
before we didn't know there was more. Before that was just reality. It was just how it was. There was no other way. So
Mm.
if we went back now with everything that we remember, everything we've been through, we wouldn't be part of that world anymore.
But in saying that, would we
We would.
remember? Because I
I know
mean,
that's the
I,
thing. And then I
because I mean,
wouldn't want to lose the memories. I
no,
wouldn't want to lose the memories of now because
because
of
then
all the
you
things we've learned, our
yeah.
fellowship.
Well, you'd lose like a whole, like for me, I'd finish up losing like 3 years of my life almost. So for
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
it
yeah.
would it.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
and I mean, this sounds. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm just going to say a little bit of my life, which I've never shared with. I've hardly shared this with anyone, but because I'm live with you, and I feel like I know you because I've
Well,
watched all your
we
videos,
yeah,
so I
but
feel like
we're all open with each other. We share things. Well, you must have seen that in the chat.
yeah.
We
Oh
all
yeah,
share personal
yeah.
things about our lives. We do. We've learned to trust each other with that.
So
We have each other's backs, and
yeah.
that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, 100%. When I was in my late teens, I went through a really, really bad patch of my life. I won't go into details with that, but I had tried to commit suicide. And when
Oh,
when I woke up, had been told that I'd been asleep for like 3 days. So I went into like a mini coma apparently. And yeah, um, and right up until 2 years ago when my cat Mako died, I thought, even though I was living my life, a big part of me thought that I was still in hospital because I lived in New Zealand for 6.5 years. Um, and part of me thought that I had was still lying in hospital in New Zealand in a coma. And then it wasn't until Mako, my cat, died 2 years ago that I realized, because the pain of losing him made me realize that I was no longer, that I wasn't, lying in the hospital in a coma. Um, and I know there's a term for that. I can't think of the name at the moment, but so I'd lost like a good 10 years of my life with this delusion that there
yeah,
was,
yeah.
um, I no longer think that anymore. After watching your channel and watching other people's channel, I think what actually happened is, and I truly believe this now, that my consciousness moved from that body to this body to escape because that body was it was gone. I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe I actually.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm
Lots
still.
of
I don't
lots
know
of
if I'm
people
still
have
in a
been.
coma or not, but I don't know if I'm in a coma or if I'm dead already. But in this body, I'm alive, but I've still got my memories of
Yes,
what happened. So,
yes, yes. And
you
that's
know,
what's so precious about it. Yeah,
mm,
I totally get you. And you're not the only person. Many people have said that they've had near-death experiences. They were sure that they'd actually died. Not
mm,
everybody, but quite a number of us have felt that. And from what you're saying there, I can totally understand because if you've been through that and then reality changes, you're not going to know whether you're on your head or your arse.
yeah,
You're not going to know where you are or what's going on, are you? You're not going to
yeah,
know. It must have it must have really freaked you out for quite some time because of
oh,
having that as well. Must have.
yeah,
Oh, it's hard enough to deal with when you haven't been through what you've been through.
mm.
But I
Well,
do believe that if this definitely proves that we don't really die, doesn't it?
mm. Well,
And it also
unless
proves
you
that the essence of who we,
unless you die in every reality, and then you're screwed.
yes, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. There is always that one. There is
yeah.
always that one. I mean, for instance, I haven't bumped into my mum. My mum died 10 years ago. If anybody was going to come
Yeah,
back to life, I want it to be
I
my
heard
mum.
about that one.
I
Yeah.
want it to be my mum, do you know, and that hasn't happened. But
Mm,
when I first realised I was a Mandela affected, it made me absolutely sure I'd see her again one day.
mm,
Absolutely sure. That was the only good thing about the whole scenario, because it was all just about loss. Everything was just about loss. I lost everything. You
mm.
lose your marbles, you lose your
Yeah,
mind.
of
And
course.
if you'd already been in that horrible coma situation, and
Mm,
then having changes happen, you really
mm.
mustn't have known what the hell was going on. So
You know,
this
what? In
this is
some ways,
why I think this is
mm,
why we need to talk to each other, Joel. This is
mm,
why I want to do these sort of things, because it's only with each other that we can be this honest,
mm.
isn't it?
Well, I must admit, I
So I'm
mean,
really sorry you went through that.
oh no, don't be, because in some ways it's been a blessing because, I mean, I'm a street performer. In Australia we call it busking. So I sell
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we
CDs
have
while I'm out.
busking here.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. I know in certain countries they call it different for some weird reason. So I
Yeah, they
wasn't
do,
sure
but
if it was.
we call it busking. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
brilliant.
um, yeah, because I know that you guys have got so many different weird little things that you do, but it's called the same thing.
Yeah, we are.
Or different,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But no, I mean, I'm as much as painful as it was when Mako died. He gave me such a gift because I didn't realize that I was under this horrible thing. And you know what? I became more passionate. I became more emotional to other people. I now have a purpose in life. Like
You see
I
that
want,
that
I, I,
that's
I want to
beautiful.
give, yeah, I want to give love to everyone there is. And
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me to be able to go out and do busking, I've in the last probably year or two, I've hugged probably close to 1,000 people.
Oh,
So,
I'm like that.
and
I'm
yeah,
totally like that.
yeah,
I can't meet somebody and not hug them. I
yeah.
have to. So I'm very
So
tactile.
you
No,
you know,
and you
and
know,
people come up to me and talk to me, and they can open up to me, and I'm so thankful for that. And I've realized it's because when Mako died, I opened whatever was shutting my heart off, and yeah, I've just became more, I don't know, approachable, I guess. But yeah. Oh, I can't hear you at the moment. Your mic's off or something.
I don't know
Ah,
why I muted myself.
I don't. You know what? I don't even know how to do that. You're lucky you
I
can do
don't.
that.
If I wanted to, if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
I'm just so bad. I'm
I
just so bad.
I tell
But
you
no,
what
it's
though, you can do it on your phone. I wouldn't even know how to do it on this. Seriously, I have to have a computer because I'm that bad at these phones. I only know how to phone and text on this, and get on the internet a little
well,
bit, but
I'm
oh, I don't
yeah,
feel
I've got
confident
no
enough.
idea what I'm doing. As is like I prove always.
Mm,
Somebody's just saying Lord Frybread, Germany with beaches was big. I lived in Germany as a child, and because my dad was in the army, so I lived in Germany, and it was landlocked. It was very much landlocked. There was no beaches. It was west. If there were beaches, the beaches on the north. It's at the north, the beach. Now Germany. Now it's not landlocked. It's the north, and it was like East and West Germany. Well, we would have gone to the beach at the north. We would have been in West Germany and going to the beach at the north. We had to go to big. They had big lakes, big tidal lakes in Germany because there was no sea. Whereas now there is
So
weird,
so
weird stuff.
it's moved locations.
No, it hasn't moved locations. It's kind of just well, yeah, it has. It has moved locations. It's very. It's like next part of Denmark now. It's part
Okay.
of Denmark. Oh God, I can't keep up. The geography changes are freaking me out.
Yeah,
Scotland's lost its top now.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I
can't
saw
cope.
that. I saw that
Can't cope
video
with them.
of yours. You coped with it well when you did that video.
It's like, whoa,
Mm.
whoa, we've lost the top of Scotland. What the hell's going on? Because
No,
when it's
when I
happening to other people's countries, it freaks you out. But when it's happening
mm.
to your own,
Oh
it's like,
yeah.
whoa.
Have you noticed that Australia is now up closer to other countries now as well?
Yes,
It's
yes, it
not the
is not
land
down
down
under.
under.
It is not.
No,
It's
definitely
not
not.
down under.
I was
And
like, when
believe
the
me,
hell did that change?
how did marsupials develop on Australia when there's like a spit's difference between that and Papua New Guinea now?
Hmm.
There's not enough
Yeah.
distance for a whole new species to have been secluded from the rest of the world. They
I
would have
mean,
got across.
apparently, I think it was Antarctica was originally joined with um Australia and what's the other one? Oh, I saw it a few weeks ago. Mine's just gone blank. Um, Africa. That's it. Apparently, they were all joined at one stage.
That's a big. I'm going to say that's a big one to forget.
Oh,
You
it's
definitely need sleep, love.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's it's only been the last few months I've really gotten into the geography of the world. So
Yeah, well, once you look, it's like,
so
whoa.
I'm learning a lot. But
Yeah,
apparently, thousands of years ago, these were all joined.
yeah,
So
it was
I
Pangea and
mean,
things, wasn't it? And
yeah.
Gaia originally, all that, yeah, because it was.
Mm.
But also, I've been in a reality where there was Zealandia. I don't think I've ever mentioned that, have I?
Well,
I
no. What was
don't
it?
think I've ever actually mentioned that.
Hang on.
I
So you're
can't
saying
believe
that?
it. I've just
So you're
said it.
saying New Zealand was New Zealand? What is it?
Zealandia,
Zealand.
right?
That does
If
not.
you look
I
at New
like that.
Zealand,
I
if
like
you
that.
if you look if you look at New Zealand, it's got a bit underneath the water. It's got a big long arc, right? A big long arc. You can see if you go on Google Earth and you look at New Zealand, you can see where it's green and then where it shoots off on a big arc. And that was all green. That was all
Wow.
green, and it was called Zealandia. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. I can't
That's
believe
blowing
I
my
never
mind.
made a video. I
No, you
saw
haven't.
that
No.
before I started making I saw that before I started making the videos. I've only just thought of it now. But I did. I was in
Wow.
a reality where there was a Zealandia. Whoa,
Wow.
whoa,
That's
whoa.
pretty
I
cool,
can't believe I've
actually.
just thought of that. It
Wow.
it is, but like,
By the way,
whoa.
because you look at the Earth a lot more, is it my imagination or has New Zealand gotten bigger?
Yeah, much.
Okay,
You
I wasn't sure.
in my in
I
my
feel like I'm going
no,
nuts half the
it
time
has.
looking at things.
No, it
It's
has,
okay, cool.
and the north. Is it the north? What are they called? Those islands? Because from
North and
my original,
south,
from
north and
yeah,
south.
well, from my original, there were no islands. It was just New Zealand, one great big blob.
Oh
when I,
wow.
in my original, yeah, it was just
Okay.
one great big
Well,
blob, and then
what?
suddenly there were islands, but now they are that North Island's getting much bigger.
Wow.
That's grown
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
The
Because
South Island has as well.
hmm,
The South Island has as well, but the North is spreading. It's spreading
okay.
into Zealandia.
Hmm.
It's spreading into Zealandia. Go and have a look at
Oh.
Google Earth. Freaks me out.
Yeah, I'll look at it
Freaks me
again
out
after this
because
talk. That's for
you
sure.
can see where you can if because you can actually on Google Earth it shows you in the sea around, doesn't it? And you get to see the rock formations
Yeah.
around in the sea around the land, and you can see where Zealandia is going to be like so clearly
Wow.
because I've seen it, and that is really bizarre because I've seen it and it doesn't
Well,
exist and it never existed.
see, I
How
lived in New
weird.
Zealand for 6.5 years, and
Hmm.
I know that the North Island and South Islands, well, back in my reality before everything went haywire, um, I know that the North and the South Island was joined by a bridge. It was that close to each other. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I mean,
Ooh.
what I'll do
Look,
is I'll ring my
it's got
sister.
to be a bloody big bridge. It's got to be
Oh,
a
it was
bloody big
huge.
bridge.
It
They're
was
quite
huge.
far apart now.
Oh, okay.
Whoa,
Well, I'll talk to my sister because she
crazy.
still lives over there. And I'll find out for you because yeah,
Well,
I mean, I haven't talked about it for years, so
also, I'm going to ask. Joel,
Mm.
because I'm as we've like realised, I'm absolutely shit at technology. I'm going to ask how you can share your screen on your computer on here. You're able to do it. I'm just not sure how to. So the next time that we chat together like this,
Yeah.
hopefully I will have been able to give you instructions as to what we need to do for you to be able to
Ooh.
screen share or show your computer. So if there's anything that you wanted to show us, you'd be able to,
Oh, you mean
like your
that?
video.
Oh,
Do you
right.
see? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have
Yeah, I'm not
no
sure
idea.
how you do it properly on here. I'll
I'm
ask
the
Brian.
worst.
I
Yeah,
know,
he'd be the
nor me.
best person.
So I'll ask Brian.
I've
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've been
And
wanting to
then you
learn.
can show us
Yeah,
directly.
yeah, because I've been wanting to
Yeah,
learn how to
that
do
would be
that.
awesome.
Because that would make my videos so much better if I could learn how to do that. I know you can do that with your phone and tablet, but I'm not sure about your computer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
so
no,
mm,
no. What I mean is, like, when what you do is you share your computer screen with
mm.
this app that I'm using, so it comes on like a guest. Your computer comes on like a guest, so you
Oh,
get to show whatever you want to show me on your computer. So we all get to see it. So
okay,
we all
cool.
get to see it. So you could show me directly. You could say, right, I'll show you the video that I made earlier on of
Mm,
Sally Field with a strange coloured hair, right? And then
okay.
you could just show us. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? You
that
could
make
just
life
show
so
us.
much easier, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping for. But to be fair, just being able to talk live like this
it's
matters
nice.
so much, doesn't it? I mean,
It's
it's much better.
I've been
It's
waiting for you to get to 1,000 subscribers so we could
well,
do
well, I
this. You know.
I didn't. But
Mm,
StreamYard, this actual this app would allow me to go on other people's, but it wouldn't allow me to host. So I could use this app to go on somebody else's, but it wouldn't allow me to let you speak. So
mm.
not yesterday, the day before, StreamYard emailed me to say they'd updated it, and on my phone I can now host, which means I didn't have to wait for 1,000. So
It's
yay!
interesting because I saw something on YouTube. I've still got to watch it to be honest because I'm not sure, but I saw something about how you can live stream from YouTube without having 1,000 subscribers. But I haven't watched the
You
videos to
can.
find out.
Yep, that's it. You can on a you can on a computer, but you can't on a mobile. But
Oh,
you
is that
can
what
on a
it is?
computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
wasn't
you
sure.
can.
Oh, thank God, because I mean, my channel's very small. I've got less than 200 subscribers. And my goal was once I hit 200 subscribers was to go live for the first time. That's what I
Yeah.
was hoping. Then when I heard about the whole 1,000 subscribers, like, oh no.
No, no, no. That's only for people on mobile. No, you're
Oh,
fine.
okay.
As of
That's
now, you
that's
can go
that's
live.
that's stupid,
It
really.
didn't make sense.
I mean,
Well,
no, it's just a
I
phone.
blame myself. Do you know what? I blame myself, and I blame
Why?
myself because I made this channel,
Yeah.
and 3 days later, I was live for 3 days. 3 days later, part way through, I was actually part way through.
I think your internet stopped again.
It's my fault. No, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the thing is that I was actually like literally 3 days after my channel was set up. I'd done 3 lives, and they cut me off during a live with the new
Oh, those
rule.
assholes.
With the new rule. I'm like,
Yeah,
what? Why
I,
have
I,
you
t-
turned me off? Oh, I
I
couldn't
tell you
believe it.
what, YouTube used to be good like 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah,
Like I mean, I mean, even with all I mean, I understand with the whole kids situation, like you're not allowed to have kids in your
yeah,
video
yeah,
because there is really, really sick-minded people out there, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
get
There are
that.
that I
I
get.
get
That
that.
I get.
But the thing is, being a parent, you should monitor what your kids are doing.
Yeah, I
So, I
agree.
mean, I don't see why the YouTuber has to suffer for that. And that's just one little thing. Like all the
Yeah, it
censorship
is.
that's going on. I mean, it's going to get to the point where we're not even allowed to swear on YouTube.
No, I know.
And
And
it's
yet we're
crazy.
adults. We're
Yeah.
adults. We can do. We should be able to.
Well,
Or
apparently
are
from the
we?
government, we're not anymore.
No, I know. I know. Oh
It's
God.
yeah. Mm,
No, we're all dumbed down all the time now. This
yeah.
is why. I mean, this is what I love about our little family, our little
Mm,
community, is that we're all very open-minded. You know, we're all very open-minded, and we accept each other's differences. You know, with as a community, we're very supportive. You know,
mm,
some of us are. Not everybody likes channels that swear. We don't go on those channels. It's
yeah.
that simple.
Yeah.
And the
But
ones that are all, we the ones of us that are together, and there's a lot of us now. I'm glad to say we're becoming really close with each other as a little community, and we need these lives. That's
mm,
why we know each other, because anybody that went live, we just flock to them because it's our
mm,
only chance to talk in real time.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get all kinds of different swearing and all kinds goes on lives, but you have to be real. We're a bunch of adults. We
Yeah.
can't be acting like children. I mean, yeah, we can, and we like to. I mean, I'm 7 inside, so I'm always going to act like a kid. But you can't. But you can't be getting offended like at
Yeah.
the drop of a hat. You've
Oh,
got to get a grip.
yeah.
People have
Yeah.
got to get a grip.
Yeah.
You know. So
Everyone's
if you're going to be
offended by everything now.
yeah, they are. It's driving me mad. They're not
Oh,
offended by the
yeah.
right things. They're not offended
No,
by the right things. That's what gets
no.
to me.
I
So
mean,
this is why.
even people in the arts, like for comedians, they can't do what they love properly because they've got to be careful about what they're saying because it may offend black people or might offend women or it might offend men or it might offend
Yeah, but you see, thing is, I
someone.
mean, yeah, but here in Britain, I must admit, we're pretty good. We allow we allow these things. Do you know what I mean? We
Oh,
allow
that's good. That's good.
Americans when they come over here onto British talk shows are absolutely gobsmacked by the questions they're asked. The questions they're asked, the fact that we will swear, we do say rude things. You know, we don't treat them like reverend gods. We're like in the face and we will swear, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you said that." And we're
Although,
not quite. They're
although
trying to
to be,
make it politically correct, but we're
mm,
still a long way from that. Us
although
Brits are still a long way from politically correct.
to be fair, I've listened to you swear a few times, and the way that you say the word fuck, it's fork.
I know it's northern.
Um, oh, okay, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's the way it's spelled. It's
I come from the north of England, so we say oh, our
oh,
user
okay.
oh, so it's fuck you, fuck.
Ah,
Whereas down south they
I
say fuck. Down south they say
ah,
fuck, fuck.
oh, okay.
So we
Well,
have lots of different accents. So mine's
I
fuck.
love your accent. It's what I believe should sound like British. Like when I think of British accent, that's what I think of.
Well, my dad,
So,
because my dad was in the army, and my dad was in the army, and I travelled quite a lot
that would have
as
been
a
hard.
child. And you're not with anybody for very long. You're not in a place for very long enough to pick up an accent. So
Mm,
when I was 12 in 1977, a long time ago, um, my dad left the army, and it was the Silver Jubilee, and I moved to my town in the April. In the June, it was the Silver Jubilee, and they asked me to play the Queen. Now, I thought they asked me to play the Queen because like they liked me. No, it's because I sounded like her. Because I had a
God.
proper I had a clipped BBC accent when I first moved there, a very clipped BBC accent because I hadn't got an accent where everybody else, all the other kids had lived there all their lives, and they all sounded the same. So I remember my mum saying to me one day, Ashley, why are you talking like that? And I'm like, well, I just want to sound like everybody else. Because in Civvy Street, everybody sounded the same and I sounded very different. And I still sound very different from where I live in my hometown. They don't sound like me. They talk like that. They're
Ah,
very northern, whereas I'm only a bit northern. So I
okay.
say fuck. I say fuck.
Well, it sounds
But down
great.
south
So, so never
they
change
say
it.
fuck. Fuck you. You see, we here we say fuck you. It's got oomph. Down south they go fuck you, and it all
Yeah.
sounds a bit gay. You know, sorry, any Southerners. Sorry, any Southerners out there. See, we have north-south divide. We have a north-south divide in Britain.
Oh.
Sorry, couldn't resist it, Southerners. Love you really. I'm gonna have to show my face on that one. I really am very sorry about that. I couldn't resist it.
That's great though. That's
We have
great.
to have, he's keeping it real, love. It's keeping it real.
I tell you what, if
See
you
what
were to if you were to say that over in Australia at the moment, people will be like, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. You'd be offending people."
I know. Get a grip. Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? Just go and sit in a dark room. Go and sit yourself in a dark room, love. Don't come out and bother everybody else till you've got your head back together. You know, the real, the Oxford accent, Southern, very posh Southern, actually.
No, I it kind of reminds, like, the way that you speak sometimes, it kind of reminds me of Harry Potter in a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I love that.
See, that's all. But see, and that's all boarding school type stuff. And I went to boarding school, so kind of, you know what I mean. It's all very. I like that. I like that whole thing.
Is it true that is it true that England rains all the time? Because that's what I heard.
Not all the time.
Okay.
No, not all the
That's
time.
good. That's good.
No, a lot. A lot. Yeah, a lot, but no, it doesn't rain all the time. No, thankfully. Otherwise, oh God.
I just remembered something.
So depressed.
I just remembered something. Those light show that you filmed, you did 3 videos on it, 3 or 4 videos on it. It was like blue and a red. It didn't come out well on your phone though. How long did it last? How many days did it last for?
It lasted for weeks.
Really?
Weeks.
Did you ever find out what it was?
In the same place. No, because I actually messaged Jodrell Bank. Jodrell Bank are the big SETI telescope, and it's actually only 6 miles away from my hometown. I can see it. They tracked the moon landing from it allegedly. Hello, here's my cat.
Oh, hello, kitty. Hello, gorgeous. Hello.
Yeah. So he's happy. He's happy. Yeah. So it's like.
So cute.
I'm sorry, he put me right. He's now giving me loves from the telephone. Listen, I had him done the other day. I had him castrated the other day, and the poor thing's not noticed. He's not noticed. He's not noticed at all. He came round from the operation, has been exactly the same as normal. They said he'd probably feel a bit down for a few days, and he might have to be in a darkened room. But no, he's perfectly all right.
Wow.
You don't even know he's had it done. Doesn't even know he's had it done. Right, people. I'm going to. He's about 14 weeks now. About 14 weeks.
Oh, okay. So he hasn't come into heat yet.
He's a big. But look, he's a big handsome. No, he was about to though. That's what I mean. He was just hitting it. He was about to. So. But he's a big handsome boy. He's my lockdown cat. My cat had kittens, and I got somebody arrived the day we were told we're on lockdown as of now. Somebody raced to my house and grabbed a kitten, and this one was supposed to go back to my daughter, who I don't live in the same town as my family, and he was supposed to go back to my daughter, but he's like a full-grown cat, and he belongs to me now. So taking him to her would just be cruel.
Yeah,
it's my cat
meant
now,
to happen.
So I agree, and I absolutely adore him. I do. Right, I think we should have a break. Okay. I need a cup of coffee. So I'm coming back. So if everybody, I mean, I'm not like Brian. I'm not all like it. I can't give you music and things. So if we can meet back in 5 minutes. Yeah.
How does that work?
We can all meet. So
how does that work? Being live though, I don't understand.
Well, what I'll do is I'll stop being live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll stop being, because I can't, otherwise, like Brian would just flip some music on and off, and he'd go off, and we'd all be sat here. But I'm not Brian. I don't know how to do that.
That's fair enough.
But I am coming back, so you're perfectly welcome to join me again in a minute. And anybody else that's on the chat, you're perfectly welcome to join us if you want to join in with the chat with Joel and I. You're perfectly welcome. just pop back in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
I've got my brew. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So I'll okay, 10 minutes then. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.